Hi, ladies. I am here with Beth and Nancy, and we are here to discuss Beth's workshop for our new community for women 50 plus, Vibrant and Visible. We started this community. It started off with a few conversations and some get togethers. And out of those conversations, we realized that women want community and support. And I think that it's super important, especially at this time, because we're really changing how society and culture views women and aging. And we want to be able to have a space where women can feel supported and seen. And the exciting thing is that, before women were told that their value has an expiration date, and we all know that that's not true. And we're going back to school, starting businesses, writing books in our 50s, 60s, and 70s. And we think that this is a really great opportunity to bring women together who are exploring this fascinating chapter. So my partner, Nancy, and then Nancy, I'll let you introduce Beth and we can talk about this exciting workshop coming up.
This is great. Thank you. As Kim said, I'm Nancy, and I want to welcome everybody here. We're excited about our workshop in November that Beth Knaus is going to be leading regarding communications and how we view ourselves and speak about ourselves. I'm going to hand this off to Beth, who's going to talk about her session on November 20th entitled Communicating About You.
So I'm a copywriter and I work a lot with women who are 50 plus. And what I find in working with them is that they're not clear about their messaging and they need to take some more time to go internally and to get in touch with their intuition, which is not a woo-woo thing, but a real thing, and really listen to their own voice so that they know what voice they want to share with the people that they're targeting. And I think that as women for generations, we have been taught to sit with our hands in our lap and speak when spoken to and, follow these societal norms that were probably just fine at that time. But now those norms do not work with what we want to do with our lives moving forward. And we need to not only be able to have our voice and speak about ourselves, but we also need to speak about our value to the people that we're looking to work with and to help. And so we'll be having some open discussions and we'll be doing some activities. And really, my goal is to help women figure out, how do I find the confidence I need to talk about my next chapter or what's next that I'm working at, and not be so caught up in what will people think, which we know is a big thing for women in our age group.
Yeah, a question that I have is this only for women who need to be writing to their target audience in regards to their business, or can it someone that doesn't have a business necessarily?
Yes. I don't think it's only for someone with a business, because I feel like whether you're volunteering or, maybe you're a woman whose daughter has a very professional position and you're going to step in and actively help her raise her kids. You still need to know how to communicate, right? Communication isn't just about marketing. It's about boundaries and knowing yourself and feeling really good about how you choose to speak about yourself or anything else. So other people may not agree with that.
Right. Yeah. I also think that what's interesting is a lot of people, when they have their own business, get confused about what's authentic and what they should be sharing and what they're talking about. So that's what I'm excited about for this workshop for me. So you can kind of get a better idea, like you said, of finding that voice and the boundaries and what you want to share and getting your message across in the way that feels authentic to you.
Yes. And I agree with that. I think it's really hard when a lot of us work or do whatever it is that we're doing on our own and we're alone. So we tend to look out at other people who are doing the same things. And we do industry speak and we say what we hear other people saying because we think that's what we should do. When really what we need to do is talk about how it is connected to us specifically, and not only what our why is or what we do, but how we as individuals choose to offer what it is that we're offering or speak about things, our perspectives, our opinions, and not get caught up in what's different than what other people said. Yes, it's supposed to be different.
And I think one of the important things is that a lot of times we think we are our job title, and we need to know how to get beyond that and really talk about who we are and what we want to do and how we plan to do it. So I'm excited about your session because I feel like I need a little work on that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we get stuck or we get used to things, right? I'm sure whatever title you had it for a while and it becomes ingrained in you, and then you're kind of questioning, why am I not using that anymore? And how do I find my new title or my new passion and switch gears? What will people think, right?
And what do you think is like one of the main reasons that holds women back and or they have a fear of sharing more of themselves?
I think first of all, if we're not clear about what we want to be saying and how we want to be saying it, there's always an insecurity about it, right? Am I saying the right thing? Am I going to hurt someone's feelings because I am honest, right? And direct about what it is I'm going to say. And I think we need to take more control over that we have the right to speak that way. As long as we're being respectful to other human beings, we have the right to speak in the way that we want to, whether it's for your job in your marketing or in a relationship with somebody or just about something that you really love. So I hope that answered that question.
Yeah, and I think what's fascinating is and one of the reasons why we wanted to build this community is I am over 50 and I have so many friends over 50, 60, 70, but coming to me and really wanting an way to build their legacy or build something new or express themselves. We're all at this stage that's what makes it so special is we're all at this age, navigating this transition and being able to start something new, but also how do you put it all together? So even visually, when I'm working with women, having a plan always makes you feel more confident. So
Yes.
having a structure with writing as well.
Right. Yeah. And I think that's one of the things that's great in this group, is that we have stylists and you're a photographer and I'm a writer, and there's people bringing different things to the table. Even if, like we have real estate broker and somebody used to be a physician's assistant, but they've still had experiences they can share with everybody else and that we can support each other with.
Yeah, and I think it's also helpful, and what I'm looking forward to is how we learn from others. So it'll be so interesting to see because we have so many people with different backgrounds and how this all evolves and we talk about ourselves. And I think that helps us and gives us the confidence to speak about who we are.
Right.
Yeah. 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 One of the things, Beth, you said at one of our get togethers, what that I really loved was sort of like we feel like the pioneers because our mothers or grandmothers, didn't necessarily have these opportunities.
Yeah, I agree. We are definitely pioneers, I think, in so many ways. I mean, it could be realistic for many of us to live into our 90s, right? As much as we're like, oh my gosh, is that a thing? So not only do we have to support ourselves, but we want to feel like we're doing something with our time. And we just are so, I don't want to say more capable than the mothers and grandmothers before us, but we've had so much more opportunity and so much more exposure and travel and opportunities to learn that we have a lot to contribute to society, to each other, to ourselves. And, I think one of the hardest things or frustrating things is that there's not going to be a whole lot of instant gratification, but the mark that we're making moving forward now is really going to create momentum for our daughters and their daughters and their daughters. And I think that's really exciting.
Agree. And there's research and there's so much written about how when women get to this stage of their lives, they're ready to go, not ready to slow down.
Right.
And so, I'm excited about developing a community where we encourage each other to do that and to find that. And it can be so many different things that's what excites me about this group. And hopefully that we get to a stage where we can do it on our own terms and how it works for us. So I find that all very exciting.
Yeah, me too.
Great. Well, so your session is on November 20th
Yes.
at 12 to 2 p.m. at the Boston Public Library. And we're going to have a little networking session before for those that can get there earlier at 11:30 downstairs. There's a cafe, so we'll all meet there and we're really excited about it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I'm sure we'll drop the link somewhere, right?
Yeah, so the link and all the information will be in the transcript in the show notes. So yes. And
Excellent.
where to find Beth and where to find Vibrant and Visible and all of that to learn more about the community and to register for your event and find out all that information. So yeah, so we'll see you on the 20th. Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah, looking
thanks,
forward to
Beth.
it.